Brent's blessings, everyone. Okay, so I want to talk about the passing of the Trump Care bill. You know, I understand if you want to repeal and replace Obamacare. It certainly was not the best. What people fail to actually understand is that it was certainly a hell of a lot better than what we had. Now, no matter how horrible it was, you have to admit that it was better than what we had, because what we had was shit. And unfortunately, now we're going to have more shit. You know, I don't mind if you want to repeal and replace Obamacare. It certainly was lacking for a lot of things. However, if you're going to repeal and replace it, wouldn't you want to wait until you actually have something better to repeal and replace it with? I certainly would. I think that would make a lot of sense. I just don't understand in what way, shape, or form anyone thinks that this is better. Oh my God. You had people yelling and screaming and hollering and crying about Obama's death panels because they could, they could choose to actually, treat you for something. God forbid you should be old or something. They're not going to treat you for it. Well, okay, yeah, you're right. That was a horrible thing. But I didn't hear you yelling and hollering and screaming about that before Obamacare. And to be honest, insurance companies did that all the time. In fact, more so before Obamacare came around. I think what bothers me most is, what really bothered me was the politicians, gathering around, slapping each other on the back, smiling, laughing, congratulating each other on a job well done when it was passed. How could you do that? How could you do that when you know that millions of people are going to be losing their insurance because of you? Where are your... Did you hate Obamacare just because Obama passed it? Is that it? Because he still had a much better thing than what you have, and yet you're smacking yourselves on the back, congratulating yourselves, being all proud as peacocks for passing an inferior bill. In fact, a lot of you didn't even fucking read it. Yeah. Have you seen that one where they said, hey, I didn't even read it. I just voted for it because that's what my buddy told me to do. Who the fuck would vote for such an important bill and not fucking read it? Because of you, many people are going to lose their health care. Because of you, many more people are going to not be able to afford their health care. They'll have it, but they won't be able to see a doctor. I can understand why insurance companies would want the ability to deny you based on pre-existing conditions. I can understand why insurance companies would want the ability to jack up the prices and pretty much rape you with the prices for your pre-existing condition. I didn't say it was right, but I can understand it. I don't understand how anybody, conservative or liberal or anywhere in between, would think that's a good thing. Where are all the people that were yelling and hollering about the death panels of Obamacare? Where are they? Where are they hollering? I don't hear anything. The crickets are fucking deafening. That's all I'm hearing is crickets. Trump supporters. Are you out there? I'm not hearing anything from you guys. Are you embarrassed that you voted for him? Are you upset? Are you disappointed? Are you happy? I'm not hearing anything. Support your candidate saying, yes, Deb, this is a good thing. Yes, we are happy he passed this. I want to hear why and how you think in any way, shape, or form it is better than the Affordable Care Act. Because I don't understand it. And I am so sick and fucking tired of these politicians going, we're number one. We're number one. We are number one. No, we're number one is what we are. Yet, every modern country has single-payer health care. They take care of their citizens. And yet, when it's brought up to us, they start to cry. And they're like, we can't afford it. Where are we supposed to pay for it? What? I don't understand. We just don't have the money. You have to understand. Well, maybe you can take the money that you're trying to give to billionaires, and yes, you are taking all this away from poor people, taking money away from Medicaid and all that stuff, so you can give even more tax breaks to billionaires. You know, the fucking people who don't need it. Yeah, those people who don't need the taxes, or the tax breaks, should I say. They don't need it, and yet you are raping poor people of their basic health care, charging them up the ass because you want to give more money, even more money, to the people that don't need it. Sorry, guys, there's some weird people here. I don't understand it. And I don't think I really want to understand it. I don't. You're giving the money to these people that don't need it. And yet you're sitting there crying. But we can't afford single payer health care. We can't. We already pay for it, asshole. You know what? I'm saying to the Republicans and the Democrats and the Libertarian and the Green parties and anybody who's in fucking politics, you need to stop having a war on what we're going to do to insure our people. Why don't you take on the fucking insurance companies? Why don't you take on the fucking big pharma? Why are we the only fucking country in the world to pay full price, any price that they ask? You know, we have it in writing that we can't even negotiate prices for drugs. We have to take the only price that they give us because it's something we have in writing. And I don't know who put it in writing. It could have been the Democrats. It could have been the Republicans. But what's more important is that nobody changes that. Nobody takes that and throws it out or tries to pass a new law. Nobody. So you're both, in my case, to blame. Why are we the only country? Go to any country in the world and find out how much they pay for stuff. And it's fucking ridiculous. And, I'm sorry, Trump. You're supposed to be making America great again. You don't. You're making it worse. I don't know if you're just fucking stupid and doing it on purpose, or you're doing it on purpose. I don't know. And at this point in time, I don't care. You need to go before our country falls. You really do. You know, you're sitting there whining and crying, but we don't have the money. I don't know when we get the money. But you know what? You have your fucking wife and your son not even living in the White House. How much money is that costing per day? Per day. Just for security on your building, and you're making him pay fucking rent too to protect your fucking family. That takes some balls. Why? Because you want to make sure that he can finish out the school year in his other school. Well, guess what? They've got some great schools in Washington, D.C. Presidents' children have been going to school since we started having presidents. And it's been good enough for them. I don't know why it's not good enough for your son. And it's costing us up the ass. We are paying for it. So if you want to find the money and you can't find the money, there's a lot of fucking money right there. Yeah. And how about stop taking some tax breaks for your billionaire buddies who don't even fucking need it? That's a lot more money even right there. I can easily find more, and I'm not even a politician. We have the money, and we don't even need the money. We already fucking pay for it. All you have to do is grab some of them testicles that you keep on bragging about and show it, and stand up to those insurance agencies, and stand up to Big Pharma. You're the outside candidate. You're the one who's not the career politician. Fucking do something that's worth it. Stand up to these people that the Republicans and the Democrats are not standing up to. Show me that you're the outside candidate that deserved to be reelected. And yet, I'm hearing nothing from supposed Trump supporters. Talk to me. Let me know. Do you regret your decision? Do you regret your vote? Why? Why would you think... Do you think that the Trump care that passed is a good thing? Do you think you're going to actually benefit from it? Because you're not. Not unless you're in the billionaire category, you're not. Oh, and by the way, the pre-existing conditions, yeah, that doesn't apply to the ones who passed it. Only to us. Because, well, they're exempt from the rules, of course. I don't know why. If anybody had the money to pay for pre-existing conditions, they would. Yeah, we'll cover you. Except for the shit that you already know you need to be covered for. I'm tired of hearing crickets. I want to hear something. I don't care if it's completely against what I say. I want to hear something. Are you guys even fucking out there? Hello? Hello? McFly? Goddamn, blessed be.